That's pretty cool. I got here too late to film it. Old bridge. They put it out of use. Railroad bridge, I think. That's pretty sweet. Back in the day style bridge right here in town. And I'm sure what the town is, Wolf Point maybe. Montana. Interesting. I wish I could have got a better view of it. But yeah, they've completely taken the rail out.
In a quarter mile, continue straight onto Montana 25 West.
Yeah, GPS, they're ruining it for me. We are at Wolf Point in Scobie, Montana. I don't remember which way it said to go now. It's great.
Continue straight onto Montana 25 West.
Thank you, GPS. Save my butt. Like and subscribe, please.
Slide right onto Montana 13 North.
What?
Continue straight onto Montana 25 West.
I better get with it. That is pretty cool right there. Tanks on that baby. Seeing all sorts of stuff today. I'm in Wolf Point, I think, still. Pretty interesting route so far on this new back road for me. I can scrap it coming. I don't know how well you'll be able to hear me as I go, so I might as well just do it from here. But I'm gonna try and drive, 40 miles with the doors open. I put everything in the back, except for the license plate, and hope the license plate stays in place. Because it just decided to get kind of windy just now that I pulled over. So, peace. So yeah, I am so glad this trip is finally over. The van is, of course, downstairs and out in the parking lot on the side. Pretty much just me and another semi-truck are parked on that one side, and the cars in the front. I got my work set up for tomorrow, paperwork to sign. That's the crap I went through with my receipts and all that, and it's going back in the van. The idea is I'm at a Best Western Plus right now, and I was going to be here for the hot tub and the sauna and stuff, but the hot tub was kind of pathetic, except for it had the foot jets going, which was great for my feet, since they hurt from 1,500 miles with no cruise control. It's a small king-size suite bed and all that. Here, I just thought I'd show you the room real quick and talk about it. This trip, 1,500 miles, should have taken 3 days. It took me longer mostly because of the cruise, and then I had some of quality orientation time within that, and the drug test for quality, and I had to stop and get the mailbox at the post office set up and stuff like that, so it ended up being 5 days. But end of the deal, I break even with the small Cessna plane trip in the next video, and the bus trip back from Billings to Elkhart. I'm gonna take the Cessna from here in Havre, Montana, over to Billings because the guy that I'm delivering to said that it's a once-in-a-lifetime deal to go take that Cessna because it's pretty awesome, classic style plane or something. So I have to check it out and see. But I break even basically when I get to Memorial Day itself next Monday and stay in that Hampton Inn, and after that night it'll be even. So the trip would have paid for itself all the way to that point, which is pretty good. I didn't get ahead on this trip, but it is the most fuel efficient vehicle with a diesel engine. I ended up paying another $15 in diesel exhaust fluid when I got here. The light came on, but otherwise it was $500 worth of altogether between the diesel and the DEF. And so it pays roughly $1,500 because it was 1,500 miles, or 1,476 miles, I think. And so it pays that, and then minus the escrow that to take out, which would be like $150 for the escrow, and the $500 for the fuel and DEF and all that. I can take all out of that. For my final will be around $700 or $800, but that's what I had to start with. So, and then paid for the money ahead of time. And at least paying for the trips ahead of time to go home saved me a little bit of money this time around versus waiting till last second to do it. But I just hate doing that because that's when life will come along and you won't get whatever delivered to where it's supposed to go because you get in a wreck or something breaks down or whatever, and then all your money for bus tickets and plane tickets and stuff like that. You get to argue with the agents on whether you get your money back or not, and I just don't like doing it that way, but you do save a little, I guess, if you do it. United and I think Southwest are the two airlines that will actually work with you and do flexible dates so you can push back further rather than taking the plane trip. As long as you know ahead of time, within a week, or not a week, within a day of your flight, you can push the flight back without a penalty or a fee for it. I'm starting to get a lot of bags because I have that duffel and that other backpack, and then I'm going to have that book right there on this trip back, so most likely I'll have to check one of the bags or something. Maybe they'll get lucky and the system won't charge you for that. That's part of the reason why I take the bus, or why I'm taking the bus back. But the other part of the reason is to kill pretty much a day on the bus, so I don't have to rent a hotel room or camp out or anything, because I can spend it overnight on the bus. Merchandise below, in the description below, copied over, will be the link that goes to teespring.com, I believe, is the deal where my merchandise is. If you want to go over there and buy a Grant Travels hoodie, t-shirt, socks, glasses, or other stuff in the description, just click on that link. Help support the channel if you feel the need to. And in the future here, in a couple weeks, I'm going to buy one of them myself so I can show you on the channel itself, holding it up once it gets here from the post office. I also have a post office. You can feel free to send anything to P.O. Let's see, Grant, Dryden, P.O. Box 437, Goshen, Indiana, 46526 is the zip code, I believe. And that is my P.O. box that I started for my business here with the RV transporting. And if you decide to send me something, that's my P.O. box to do so at. Like and subscribe, leave comments. We'll catch you in the flip. Peace.